What's going on, YouTube? Earth Power here, bringing you another deck profile.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we're back again with a deck profile.
Today,
But I didn't even build. I'm just here.
Back with
great.
Yes, Spencer Swan and CVH to give you an insight on a hell of a deck that CVH came up with a couple weeks ago.
Fantastic.
Now we finally got it together, and it's
story
working out
behind
beautifully.
this is get that camera like down there. I like talking with it on my face. It's weird.
Talk to the camera, CVH. Talk to it.
It's
What's
your
the idea
friends.
behind it? Where'd it come from?
What? Okay, so
Show
Carl was
the card.
mentioning
Show
Tulk
the
the
card.
Oracle, and I was like,
One
well,
mana, 500 power.
Carl
creature.
description
Awesome.
blue, so like.
Oh yeah, I described Tulk. I was like,
Yeah.
you should do or what was it? Gordon said you should do a description on
Yeah.
Tulk, and I was like, 500 power. There you go.
And it's actually not. I had to look up Lightbringers to see what they had to offer me, and they actually had an evolution, and it was really good. And I built a deck around it. Wise Starnoid, Avatar of Hope. We actually have 4, because last one is in his One of Everything binder.
It works quite well with 3.
Carl refuses to let us use a 4th one. Just so you know.
Complain
3
to
works.
him on the comments.
3 works. Yes, do it.
I'm in the process of getting the 4th.
He's an
so
asshole.
Don't worry.
Don't trade it to him.
All right.
Anyway,
So this is...
what's it do?
It's 5 mana. I gotta read it still. It's 5 mana, 9,000 power, which is giant for 5, turn 5, or like any turn pretty much, because like nothing can even kill it
Yes.
except for Tanzanite, which
And
is
it
really
looks
fast with it.
sweet.
Looks really sweet. It's a Vortex evolution for Lightbringers and Cyberlords, so you gotta have one of both. And you put this on top of it. And it's a double breaker. And whenever it attacks or leaves the battle zone to go anywhere like shields, hand, graveyard,
So whenever it
mana,
gets removed from the field
Yeah.
by anything.
you get another shield. So as soon as it comes out, you're going to attack probably, and you're going to generate at least 1 new shield. Then if they can't get rid of it, that's at least 2. And they'll probably live for a few turns and kill things. So it's like really good if you can get it out. The game's probably over. So that's alright. Let's just start with that. That's 3.
So the deck essentially
Yeah.
supports that. Everything evolves off of that. So
No,
we need Lightbringers and we need Cyberlords.
Yes, we do. And this isn't either of those.
But it's quite good and it's a big old blocker. It runs the same
Nice
six,
segue.
and that's why we do it.
Spencer
Thank
Swan,
you.
ladies and gentlemen.
Moving on.
Alright,
I'd
so
like to thank the
stop.
Academy.
Spencer. Fucking Matt. 3 Tajimals, they're a good blocker. We've heard that like 5 times today.
Yes.
Alright. Keep starting on top.
Let's move on.
Alright, water.
Aqua Hulcus. Yeah. Same thing that everyone does.
They draw.
Draws cards.
Emeral. This is useless. You're useless. 4 Emeral
You're mean.
and 4 Corile are your Cyberlord baits to, you only run 8 Cyberlords, and you need other Lightbringers too, but Cyberlords, you got these to manipulate shields. I think this deck runs like 12 shield triggers.
Yep.
And these are really good removal, and they're just like awesome cards anyway.
Bounce creatures.
So, yeah.
It's his favorite card.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
Side note.
Also Soul Swap, but yeah.
And on
Yeah.
top of the spot removal with a Wise Starnoid, if they Surfer it, Corile it, you're going to be using that Corile or that Emeral over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So.
They're both great to play. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Carl, for that wonderful point.
Tidbit.
Yeah. So these are your Cyberlords.
Someone's sarcastic tonight.
It was a good point. Also, I forgot these because I never draw them. But these are Illusionary Merfolks, and they're good to play with these, like I do in my control deck. They just extra draw.
If you have a Cyberlord on the field and you play Merfolk, you get to draw 3. Which
Yeah.
is really good.
And I only run 2 of these because you
Yes.
don't really need them that much, but they're good. And the last water card is 4 Aqua Surfer.
4 of them, you said.
4 of them because they're really good with Emeral, and they're like great anti-rush cards.
Fantastic.
If I Emeral one of them down, Rush is probably gonna lose as soon as I get a Starnoid out.
It's good stuff.
All right. As for Lightbringers, we have 12 of them.
It's a lot of Lightbringers.
Yeah, they're really good, so I don't mind. Got 4 Tulk.
1 mana, 500 power. Attacks when it wants to. He's a boss.
Does what it wants.
4 Vess, which is 1 mana, 2,000 power and a blocker, so like you can start off aggressively or defensively. And
Stop rush.
for the last one, you got
Go loud.
4 Kolons, which are also great to put down with Emeral. You can tap things and kill them because a lot of things in this deck are big. And it's just a great Lightbringer.
Good shield trigger.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Moving on.
Basically, that 1 mana, if you play, Tulk and Vess together with Emeral and evolve a Starnoid off that,
It's 8 mana.
you only
That's
need
it.
8 mana to bring back out Wise Starnoid.
Or if I'm sitting there with like a Corile or an Emerald late game and I have a Starnoid in hand, just draw a Tulk or a Vess. It's like no cost to play Starnoid.
Yep.
It's really good. And what
Last part of the light section.
4
Very
Magris. Draw big kinda. So like they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
4th turn draw into the 5th turn Starnoid, I guess.
And a Holy Awe!
And 4 Holy Aws, which are really good in this deck, like game-winning, defensive, whatever. Yeah, it's really good. And you're putting down shields with Starnoid and Emeral, so these are great to have in 4s.
Tap all your opponent's creatures.
It's an amazing
Good
deck.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it's working well.
It's working well.
Sometimes we build a deck like this and it doesn't work.
Push. I'm not even going to use that expression, but Carl, you know what happened.
Yeah.
And you can all see what happened in the video
put,
duel.
put quite some work in. We'll have those videos up to you guys shortly here after this profile, so look forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is great. Should I spread it out? I like doing that.
yeah, go for it.
Lightbringers.
Christian just likes to do that.
With his fresh KMCs.
Starnoid there, ladies and gentlemen.
Good final shots.
Hell of a card. Hell of an idea to come up with, what, 5 years after the game's over?
Yeah,
I
I
should
know
still
life.
come up with concepts like that. Wow.
I thank Carl for the inspiration.
We have too much free time.
And Gorby for the inspiration inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And Spencer for being my co-host.
Alright, guys.
We do what we can.
Don't
Sign
come
off.
back up here. That's it.
Nope, you done?
What?
Bye, YouTube.
Peach, YouTube.
Peace, guys.
Peach YouTube.
Take care.